Hello, and welcome to Shortcut Up CNC. Today we're going to talk about the Easy Organizer Maker. The Easy Organizer Maker, we're going to go ahead and cancel it for now, and we're going to go ahead and close this down and go into the program from scratch. We're going to create a new file. Let's make it 12 by, let's say, 24 inches in height, and we're going to make this 0.75. It's a double-sided project. Anytime you use the organizer, it's going to be double-sided, and we're going to flip this way or this way on the x-axis, and we're going to use the material surface, and we're okay to go with that. And we're going to go get the gadget once again. Here we have our gadget. In order to use the gadget, just like all the easy gadgets, you have to set up a project path. So we go to the project menu, and it's already got a path set, but we're going to go ahead and check it just to be sure it's in the correct location. Okay, this you set up on your computer somewhere with all your easy gadgets. And what this does is it saves files to your computer so that when you want to go in and do error finding and this, that, and the other, we will be able to help you with that by using those files that's stored on your computer. Anyway, we're okay with that. So we say okay to that. And we're going to go with the default settings. Usually the default settings all has ones in this block here. Anytime you do it with all ones, it's going to throw some error messages up, and you just ignore those error messages because those vectors are not being created due to the fact it's just a single compartment. Row count, column count. It's an open area. There's no dividers. So you're not going to have any vectors created. And here we'll show it. We'll run the program and it'll show those particular error messages. That's one of them, a side divider pocket. You don't need it because it's one column, one row. It's like making just an open box. So all these layers that vectors are not being created on is null and void. We're looking into that, and we're going to try to see if we can get a way of fixing that so it doesn't show all that on that particular part. But anyway, the gadget is actually made to make compartments or pockets. And we'll run the gadget again once I clear everything and restart fresh. Go new from template, and we'll just do it the long route. And we're going to go double-sided. And we're going to go to the gadget once again. And we're going to change this to 3 rows and 3 columns. And you'll see there will be no error messages because it's creating the datas or the vectors for each item now. See there, it's laid it out. 3 rows, three columns, 3 rows. It's still working. All it's complete. It says all sheets are replicated from the initial sheet. Therefore, you will need to manually adjust the material thickness to match the part thicknesses. What that means is, like, if you've got a bottom that was set up in your gadget, let's say, for instance, I'll bring the gadget back and we'll go to the milling and see here we have a bottom that's made with 2.25. Everything else is made 0.75. And you also have a horizontal divider that's a half inch. So all those sheet thicknesses have to be adjusted. And how you go about doing that is you look at here, it says divider half inch. Well, we set up the overall project as a 0.75. So now we go to the sheets. Okay, this is sheet 3. We want to change this to a half inch. And we look at this other sheet. Okay, that's the sheet 3. We just did that one. Okay, sheet 4 is 0.75. That's okay. Okay, here's our bottom. It's 0.25 and it's sheet number 2. Okay, so we change that to 0.25. Now our sheets match the thickness of the material that we're working with. 7.5, 7.5, half inch, half inch. Okay, 7.5, half, a quarter, half. All right, there we go. We're good. So everything's been adjusted properly and it's set to work. Now, each sheet has particular parts on them. This has your sides and ends. It does the finger. In fact, we'll go ahead and play that tool path or that set of tool paths for that sheet. It's thinking. Aha. Okay, now we'll go ahead and preview those visible. There, it cuts the fingers first. And we could actually zoom in on this while it's working and shift it to where we can see what it's doing. But that's how you use this gadget. It makes a box with placement portions of it segmentized. So there the sides and ends are done. And you do each sheet in the same manner. Here's where you can actually, okay, I can actually double click on that and it should bring it up. Well, so it used to anyway. Used to be able to click on the sheet and it bring it up. Up there it goes. Takes a little while. It has to think. But anyway, there's the box bottom, and then you put your sides all together, and you got your dividers that fit in to the sides where the dados match up. So it's a you put this inside a drawer. You put paper clips in one. You can put staples in another, and rubber bands in another pocket. It's an organizer for a drawer. So there you have a one version, 3 by 3. We'll go ahead and close that down, and we'll do the gadget another time. Create our sheet, and it's double-sided, and we want from left to right, right to left. We don't want to flip it the lengthwise. It's easier to flip it the shortest ends. Say okay to that. We go get our gadget again, and we'll change the, let's see, columns. Let's make it 2 columns, 3 rows, and say okay to that, and it builds it. Still thinking, creating all our sheets. And it creates all the tool paths as it goes. All the sheets have been replicated to the initial sheet, which is 0.75. Therefore, you will need to manually adjust the material thickness to match the part thicknesses. Again, we go look at this 7.5, that's okay. This one's 0.5, that's sheet 3. So we go to the sheets, we go to sheet 3, we go to edit, and we change it to a 1/2 inch. And now we'll go look at the others. Okay, this is 0.75, it's okay. Okay, 0.25, that's sheet 2. So we want sheet 2, edit, 0.25, say okay to that. There we have our organizer created with 2 rows, 2 rows, 3 columns. So you can have as many pockets as you want in this little son of a gun. It depends on the material thickness of your dividers and the size of your drawer or box that you're going to insert inside the drawer. So there you have it, how to use the Easy Organizer Gadget. Thank you for watching Shark Cut Up CNC.